Welcome back, everybody, to another live reaction here at I'm Not a Coach. I'm your host, Dave Huerta. Thank you so much for joining us, man. What a game we got for you tonight. So it's going to be Baker Mayfield and the 6-4 Tampa Bay Buccaneers going up against the 8-2 Los Angeles Rams. And yes, they do have their MVP leading candidate, Matthew Stafford, at the helm. And it's going to be a heck of a freaking matchup, man. So I hope you're ready. I'm expecting points. I'm expecting some sacks. I'm expecting some turnovers. This could be one of the best games we've seen in a while. And we just got done watching a pretty wild one just a few minutes ago. So hope you're ready, man. Welcome, welcome. If you're new to the channel, first off, welcome. And I hope you stick around, man. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Helps out the channel. It's a free way to support us. So thank you, thank you. David, hello, useless info. I caught sight of the Rams cheerleaders during NBC Sunday night. Okay, all right, all right. 500 games in booth for Chris Collinsworth. Nice. There we go. There we go. Heck yeah. I'm getting up there. I'm getting up there. All right, and Captain, did you make the poll? Oh my goodness, sorry, man. I was trying to finish up the rest of the stuff here. I will put a poll up. Put a poll up. There we go. All right, let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. And there you go, buddy. You got the poll up for you, man. Let me know who you pick. All right, David, I picked the Bucks tonight. All right, I can see that, man. They've been kind of up and down, but I don't know, man. I feel like they're gonna start playing some better football, in my opinion. I could easily see the Rams front seven taking over this game. That's the one thing that if that happens, to me, the Bucks have no shot. But like once Baker starts kind of forcing the ball, running around, taking sacks quite a bit, you typically don't see this Buccaneers team just being able to just rely on the running game and just go from there. If they become one-dimensional, it's typically they're gonna go with Baker. They typically don't run the ball, 35 or 40 times. That's just not gonna happen, especially in the NFL. I feel like most teams are not built that way. But yeah, man, I'm hoping it's a close game. I think it will be. I do expect the Rams to win, though. I think this is going to be. Oh man, I expect the Rams to win 28 to 24. 28-24. Yeah, 28 to 24, and I think the Rams score the game-winning touchdown. That's what I think. I think the Bucks will have the lead for a good chunk. All right, let's go. Woo! All right, let's get everything set up here. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go, man. We got 4 people already watching, man. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it looks like we're about to get underway here any second. Both of these teams are at the top of their respective divisions. The Buccaneers need a win to be able to keep the Panthers off their backs. Panthers are 6-5. Buccaneers are 6-4. But the Rams are also not only having to deal with one team, but 2 teams breathing down their necks, man. The Seahawks were able to get a win. The 49ers play tomorrow night, and both of those teams are within a game behind the Rams. So the Rams need to keep pace. Otherwise, if they lose tonight, and honestly, if they lose tonight and next week, they could easily be not only at the top, from going from the top of the division to the top of the conference, all the way to third in their division. That's how close things are in that NFC West. A couple losses for the Rams, and they could be looking at two teams above them in their division. All right. But once again, we got 6 people. Let's freaking go, man. Kick is away. Buccaneers will start with the ball here. Caught right at the goal line. Return to the 15, to the 20, 25, and taken down near the 29. But if you're just joining us, man, please leave a like and subscribe. It's a great way to support the channel, support the video, and it's also free. So thank you so much. Oh, Sterling Shepard with his kids. That's hilarious. That's awesome. All right, we got Cade Otton out there, man. One of my favorite tight ends because the guy wears no gloves. All right. 1st and 10, ball at the 28. Baker under center. Tight end and running back in the backfield. Woo, nice little handoff. And it's going to pick up some decent yardage, getting it down near the 34. So a gain of 6. All right, let's see here. David, I would like to see more pick sixes than the flags. That's fair. That's fair. And Captain, 1 sec. I'll get the outs. Oh, the inactives? Heck yeah, man. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you, thank you. All right, we got 2nd and 4. Baker in the shotgun. Quick throw to the right side. And that's going to be the rookie Emeka Ibuka picking up about 3 yards. So 3rd and 1 coming up for the Buccaneers. All right. Baker under center. Single back in the backfield. Receiver in motion to the right. Hands it off up the middle. And I believe that is Sean Tucker with a nice little spin move and picks up the first. Gain of 3. And the Buccaneers keep moving the chains, man. And they're going to need to run the ball well, man. This front 7 for the Rams, they are young. They are talented. We saw them last year. What did they rack up against the Vikings in the playoffs, man? Like, 7 or 8 sacks? They've had a couple games where they've come close to those numbers, man. When they are on, they're one of the best front 7s in the NFL, man. Bryce Young, Feisky, man, all those guys can get to the quarterback. Play action. Baker rolling to his right, trying to buy some time. Oh, spin move, breaks the tackle, and will pick up about 2 or 3 yards. DJ Turner, forgot to mention him. He's also part of that front 7 that just took down Baker for a short gain. Yeah, man, these guys are talented over there in LA, man. All right, 2nd and 7. Ball at the 43. Baker in the shotgun, running back to his left. Orbit motion. Gets it out. And Johnson picks up about 5 or 6 yards there. It'll be a short set of downs there, sorry. And David, spin move. Man, we're getting spin moves from Baker Mayfield. I like it. All right. We got 3rd and 1, ball at the 49. All right, Baker takes the snap, hands it off to Sean Tucker. He gets across the 50, down to the 44 of LA, and we got another 1st down for the Buccaneers. I think I said DJ Turner. Sorry, no, it's not DJ Turner. Jared Verse, also part of this front 7, man. First and 10, little play action. Baker looking, launching it deep to the right. And, oh, woo! That is a heck of a play there by Kobe Durant. Able to able to slap that ball away. Otherwise, Mika Ibuka is coming down with it in the end zone. Look at that, man. Got beat deep, but once he made up the ground, man, put his eyes up there looking for the ball, located it, made a great defensive play. Second and 10. Baker in the shotgun, running back to his left. 3 receivers on the right side. Takes the snap, hands it off to Ricard White, and he is good for about 2 yards down to the 42. Cam Curl should be nicknamed Arm. So he'd be Cam Arm. Oh, man, dude. Arm Curl. Arm Curl. I like it. But we'll keep workshopping it. I like it. The only reason it's not 100%, it just doesn't roll off the tongue smoothly. Just saying. I think the name Curl is also hard to say. 3rd and 9. Baker, pressured, able to roll out, buy some time. He's going to take... Oh, he finds nobody, actually. Threw it at the very last second. Honestly, he should have just ran. He might have been able to set up a decent field goal try here. Let's see here. Where was he? Just a great blitz by the Rams there on the right side, overloading, forcing Baker to kind of just throw the ball away. All right. Punt is away, and it'll be fair caught at the 19. You see here, Captain Ben Bridson, CB Jamel Dean, running back Bucky Irvin. Let me see here, CB Benjamin Morrison, outside linebacker Hassan Riddick, defensive end Elijah Simpson, out for the Buccaneers. Can't find Rams out. Could you check, Dave? I got you, my man. I got you. All right, the Rams inactives are Stetson Bennett, who will likely be the emergency quarterback for them. Kicker Joshua Carty, who's been struggling with accuracy. He's been benched basically for the last 3 games now, including that, which includes this one. Wide receiver Xavier Smith, running back Jaquiz Hunter, safety Chris Smith, offensive lineman David Quessenberry, and defensive end DeJuan Janssen. Those are the inactives for the Rams. All right, so we're on a commercial break. We're not missing a thing. All right, just finishing up a little bit of paperwork here, so I'll be back at it here in just a bit. Yeah, it's good to see that that White is not only healthy, but Sean Tucker is still picking up big chunks of yardage. Man, he had a great game last week. He was a big reason why they were able to kind of move the ball down the field, basically. They got Kobe Turner there playing a little piano, man. right. Long stretch play there towards the left, and Williams only able to pick up maybe half a yard there. So Kyron struggling to find some room on that first play. But the good news is Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams are both healthy for this game. And it's going to be a throw to his running back, running a shallow crosser to the right, and gets about a yard or two. Buccaneers defense, man, just driving to the ball. All right, we got Captain Dave. Chris Godwin will be active tonight with a leg injury. Oof. Yeah, I remember that. Is he active? All right, 3rd and 7. Finds Devontae down the field across the 35 down to the 36. And that's a first down for the Rams. All right, man. Play action. Looking. Throws. Finds his tight end across the 40 down near the 42. Nice little pickup of about 5 or 6 yards. Let's go. Steve, Kansas and Dallas are on fire today. What a day of football. Yeah, man. And the Packers got to win too. Let's go. Chris Godwin is number 14. Oh, okay. Right on, my man. Right on. I got you. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Today is his first game back. Let's go. All right. 2nd and 3. Ball at the 43 for the Rams. Play action. Stafford looking. Throws. Finds Puka Nacua to the 40 to the 35 and down across the 30. And they are in Tampa territory, man. Woo! Puka Nacua, man. Nice little deep crosser towards the right sideline. Oh, they got him, man. They got him. I think he's going to be out somewhere around the 29. What were you asking earlier about? No, I wasn't sure if you could see this game, not this game, but the Black Friday game on Twitch. Because I know not every and Stafford look, and he goes down for a sack, and that is Yaya Diaby with a nice little Dragon Ball Z celebration too. Let's go, throwing some Kamehameha waves. Let's go. Immediately, I'm a fan of Yaya Diaby, not just because of his name. It's fun to say. But every time he seems to get a sack, he seems to celebrate with some type of Dragon Ball Z celebration, which big fan of. Big fan. All right, 2nd and 20. Stafford looks, quick throw to Puka, and Nacua only picking up about a yard on the screen there on the left side. Stafford looks, throws, and he finds a open Puka Nacua for exactly what they needed, and that's a first down for LA. Puka, man, nice job, man. Able to tap the toes before going out of bounds there on the right sideline. Woo! Just a nice little deep out route. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 16. Stafford under center. Looks like a Two tight end set. Finds his tight end, running with a crosser, and down at the 1. First and goal for the Rams. Yeah, the Rams are looking good on offense right now, man. Holy cow. Let me see here. Dave, bad news. Oh, no. Dakota Martin, what's going on, brother? Hey, this is Dakota's wife. He's in the hospital. Oh, and he might not make it, but he wants me to tell you, go Bears. Oh, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Thank you for being here, and thank you for letting us know. Yeah, we're gonna be keeping Dakota in our thoughts. Yeah, and you know what? Go Bears. It hurt to say, but go Bears. Let's go. Dakota, we're thinking about you, brother. Let me see, Captain Mickey Mouse. It won't be on Twitch. Oh man. And David Stegosaurus, bear down. Bear down, man. All right, we got first and goal here, right at the 1. Stafford under center. Looks, throws, and touchdown, Davante Adams. Woo. Ah, dang, dude, that was that's a route that you saw a lot of in Green Bay, man. Basically like a choice route. He could either cut it inside and make it a slant route, or he can kind of drift off towards that top right corner of the end zone. And Devontae, man, just all he does, man, all he does is just catch touchdowns, man. He is one of the most prolific wide receivers in NFL history at catching the ball in the end zone. All right, man. The Rams get the scoring started here on their opening drive. Let me see here, Captain, but NFL will have it on Prime Video exclusively around the world. Yeah, that's what I thought, but I thought people could watch it for free somewhere without having to sign up for Prime. That's what I was trying to. That's what I was thinking, but maybe that was only like a 1 year thing. What's going on here? Come on. There we go. Let me see here. Captain Dave, bad news about Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa. What happened, man? I know he's out for the year. Hopefully he didn't have another, hopefully he didn't have a setback. Thursday night football games have been on Twitch TV/Prime Video, but I don't know if Fridays will be. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. All right, they're just showing the replay here of that touchdown by Devontae, man. Heck of a throw there by Stafford as well. All right, we got 2nd and 10 for the Buccaneers here. Ball at the 35 after. And Sean Tucker getting it down to the 39, pick up a 4. All right, man, the Buccaneers, man. It looks like the Rams, offensively at least, they are ready to put up points, man. So the Bucs got to stay with them here. Captain Nick Bosa, and he will need surgery. He will be on the sun for the rest of the season. Yep. Yeah. I think, man, how long has it been? I think that was about a couple weeks ago. But yeah, man, it's unfortunate, man. He was looking good this year too. 2nd and 6, Fred Warner. That's another linebacker for the 49ers. He's out for the year with an Achilles. It's going to be another run up the middle, and Tucker good for about another 3-ish yards. And then Captain Bucks and Rams. There you go. They got the emojis on here. I like it. Week 3, he tore his ACL. There we go, yeah. That was that long ago. Oof. NFL season is going by at a clip. We got 3rd and 4, ball at the 41. Baker in the shotgun. Quick throw over the middle, and that's going to be a catch by Chris Godwin. Is that a first down? From the looks of it, it'll be close. And they're giving the Bucs the first down. There you go. Pirate flag. There we go. Quick snap to the left, and that goes nowhere. Emeka Ibuka taken down for a loss of 2, and Kobe Durant blowing that screen up. There you go. We got the pirate flags out. Let's go. Let me see here. How would you feel if the Packers can't be in the Super Bowl if the Rams represent the NFC? I mean, I wouldn't be too mad about it, man. It'd be cool to see Devontae get a ring. He did a lot of great things in Green Bay. And Cade Otton, unable to hold on to that one. And Kobe Durant strips him of the ball. He's running down the field. It's a touchdown for the Rams as of right now. Kobe Durant, holy freaking cow, man. Cade Otton just unable to hold on to that ball. He kind of bobbled it for a bit, started running, bobbled it again, and then Kobe Durant able to basically catch it at the same time and then strip Otton of the ball. Oh, no, this is coming back. This is coming back. Because I think he had control and one of his knees was down for sure. Right there, and he's being touched. Oh boy, this is going to be close. Holy cow, absolutely. Nick Bosa has already had surgery. There we go. And then Nick Bosa has already had surgery. Sweet. And then David. Oh, so I know. Oh no. They said that it was a fumble. It's been confirmed. Holy cow. Okay. Wow. Apparently he wasn't counted down. It was confirmed on the replay. They said that he did not have enough of the possession. Wow. I mean, he was pinning it to his body, or his helmet. I feel like that should be enough, man. If that was good enough for David Tyree in the Super Bowl back in 2007, should be good enough for that. But they let the Rams kick the extra point, so that is yeah. Wow. Okay, I was not expecting that when I saw that. I was like, oh, whoa. Packer Nation. Well, yeah, dude, the Buccaneers, man, they are woo. They're getting their butts whooped right now, man. And Moonpool, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. Wait, we're waiting. You see here, David. I don't remember that. Dave maybe didn't pay a lot of attention to Super Bowls at the time. That was technically a pick six then, but it doesn't feel like one. I know it's weird. It's weird. You don't remember, dude? You don't remember the helmet catch by David Tyree during the Giants and Patriots game when the Patriots were trying to go undefeated? That was still considered one of the wildest catches of all time, man. It's weird. Moonpool, I think Nick Bosa was active week 11 and got injury again. No, he wasn't playing in week 11. Like if you said week like 4 or 5, I'd been like maybe, but no, he's been out for a while. He's been out for a while because Fred Warner has been out since like I think week 7 or 8, and Nick Bosa tore his ACL before then. Because that was the Fred Warner was like the second major injury to that defense. I think the Bucks will make it close at the end. I'm hoping the same. And hey, I told you what you would happen if the Eagles let Dallas hang around. What happened? And then David, oh, the helmet catch. Yes, I do remember that. Hey, there we go. There we go. I was gonna say like if it'd be one thing if nobody remembers that Super Bowl specifically, but I feel like even if you weren't a massive football fan, you heard about that for sure. All right, we got first and 10, ball at the 35 for the Buccaneers. Looks, throws, and the ball is incomplete, and Kitchens able to break that one up, trying to get it to Kate Otten again. Oh, I said, yeah, yep. Oh, yeah, man, 100%. That is true, my man. You were right. Second and 10. Baker, quick throw, gets it out to Emeka, and that'll be incomplete. Baker just a little bit erratic with his accuracy on that one. That one literally just skipped on the ground before it got to Ibuka. All right, we got third and 10, man. Baker in the shotgun, running back to his left. Three receivers on that right side. Pressure and taken out by his own guy. And woo! The Rams are beginning to put some pressure on him, and that is Kobe Turner, the man out of Wake Forest. I said it before the game, man. If this front seven begins to put pressure on Baker and they start to get to him, this game is going to be a big victory for the Rams. That's like I said, the only time I see the Rams blowing them out is if they are getting to Baker and they force them to try to find other ways. It's just this Buccaneers offense is just not built to run the ball consistently. All right, man, and the Rams fair catch the punt. Yeah, things are looking a little dire here for the Buccaneers, and this is a different feeling than what I was getting with the Eagles, man. With the Eagles, it felt tenuous because the Cowboys were actually moving the ball down the field, but they were turning it over or they were just getting dumb penalties at the end. This is not the case. This just looks like a team that's just being manhandled in on offense and on defense. David, I think the Rams should throw a pick six just to keep it interesting. Now you that's an idea right there, my man. All right, we gotta call the Rams. We gotta tell Matthew Stafford, be like, hey man, you know what would be really cool? Just throw it to the other team. Just throw it to the other team. Don't worry about it. And David, we could let Devontae Adams throw it so Stafford doesn't have that interception on his record. Okay, that's fair. But I don't know, man. I don't think Devontae would want to do that. He's maybe a little bit too much pride. He'd be like, "No, man, that's not me." Puka Nakua would be willing to do that. Puka Nakua is a cool dude. He'd do it for the kids. All right, run up the middle. Kyron Williams muscling his way down to the 34. That picks up about 6 yards there. All right, we got 2nd and 4. Hand off to Williams again. Cuts it to the left, and he picks up a first down, gain of 5. All right, man. That is the end of the first quarter. The Rams able to score on offense on a Devontae Adams touchdown catch from Matthew Stafford. And then on the next series, defensively for the Rams, they were able to strip Kate Otten of the ball. I think it was considered an interception. And they were able to bring it back for a pick six. Let's freaking go, man. All right, man. Give me your predictions. Do you think that the Buccaneers are going to be able to score on their next offensive drive? Jeez. All right, David. Holy cow, man. You're like, no. What are you talking about, Dave? Come on. You said that such a matter of fact. It was hilarious. All right, Matthew Stafford looking, running to his right, and he throws it. I believe that's Whittington for picked up maybe a yard. Stafford looking, throws, and woo! That was a little bit of a wild throw, but looks like his tight end, they were able to haul that one in for a gain of about 5, maybe 6. Third down coming up. Yeah, dude. Stafford and Baker, man, they're slinging the ball, man. Only one of them is having success, though. Third and 3, ball at the 46. Stafford looking. A little bit of time. Find somebody over the middle. And that's going to be a first down in Tampa territory. And the Rams are just beginning to just move the ball down the field here, man. And they're doing it in chunks, too. And then Captain, interesting. Indubitably, my friend. All right, first and 10, ball at the 44. Stafford looking, throws to the right, and wide open is Devontae Adams before going out of bounds. Picks up a massive chunk there again. Dude, this Buccaneers secondary, man, has just the last couple of weeks, man. I would say the last month actually have just been awful. And they weren't amazing the first, I would say the first month of the season. They were giving up, like that Atlanta game. They let Michael Penix throw all over the field on him. All right, we got first and 10, Rams. Stafford rolling out to his left. And he gets it to his tight end who either it's going to be a drop or a fumble, either way. And they're saying incomplete there. I said inserting because I can't find what I was looking. Oh, okay. What are you looking for? Oh man, I could use a good cheesecake, man. I haven't had one in a while. Do you guys like plain cheesecake or do you guys like to have flavors with them? Second and 10, play action. Stafford finding his tight end on the screen to the right. He's got blockers. He's got the first down to the 22, the 15. And it's going to be first and 10 for the Rams inside the red zone here. That is Parkinson with a nice little catch and run. Dude, the execution on this offense, man, is like, this is good offense right here, man. You can feel the timing and the rhythm. Everything is just clockwork, man. This is really good offense. You can feel it. It doesn't feel sluggish. It doesn't feel like they're just, off script and they're just trying to, everything is being executed how they want it. First and 10, everybody's on the same page. Up the middle to the 10. He breaks a tackle down to the 5, and Blake Corum able to get it down inside the 5, and it's first and goal. Woo! Blake Corum, man, with a little bit of burst, man. I haven't seen that out of him in the last couple plays that the last couple games that we've done with the Rams. I prefer a flavor. What about you? Me, to be honest with you, if I get a flavor, I like it like a fruit flavor, like a drizzle on it. Nothing too crazy. It's going to be a throw to Puka Nacua, and he's not expecting it. Incomplete. Second and goal. So yeah, like a little bit of a chocolate drizzle, or if it's like I said, like a fruit, just something, just a little bit of a hint. I don't like it infused in to the cheesecake. I like it kind of like drizzled on top. So, David, maybe the Bucs game center on their website was intercepted too. Ooh, that hurts, man. That hurts. All right. Play action. Stafford running to the right. He's not going to make it. He's going to have to throw it, and that'll be incomplete. Trying to give it to Devontae Adams. All right, man. Bucs defense holding up a little bit here. It's going to be third and goal. Found it. Let's go. All right, Stafford looking, throws to the right, and a wide open is Parkinson's in the end zone. I shouldn't say wide open. He was just open. Able to beat his man and get to the top of, or the back of the end zone there. To catch a nice little pass by Matthew Stafford. Woo! Look at that, man. They're giving it to the big man for a big man spike. All right, well, the Rams are off to a potential 21-point lead here. The last time we saw that was less than an hour and a half ago, basically, or 2 hours ago. And it didn't work out for the team that had the 21-point lead. All right, extra point is good. Nice job, man. Stafford able to freeze the safety there. Just keeping his eyes off to the right there and then delivering a freaking strike to Parkinson in the end zone. Hey, Rams, don't pull the Eagles. I'm telling you, man, we're gonna have to call them. Because I don't think they're gonna listen to us. Honestly, dude, if the Buccaneers come back and win this, even if it's the same score, even if it's 24-21, it'll be so freaking funny. So freaking funny. and that was Kobe Parkins, his third receiving touchdown this season. That is a career high for him. And all of them have come in the last 3 games. So let's go. Oh, man. So apparently in the last 8 games, Matthew Stafford, 24 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. I mean, he's only thrown 2, I think, interceptions in this season. Let me see here, Captain. I just noticed this is your second Rams game on the channel. Yeah, we haven't really done too many. Weirdly enough, I think the other. I mean, we didn't. It wasn't really a Rams game, but it was like part of it. We did the Titans and Rams because the NFL pulled away from the game that we were watching, so we got to see them a little bit during that. That was it. And then we got Rams in the chat. All right, we got 1st and 10. Ball at the 35. Let me switch it over to the Bucks. Stafford hands it off to Sean Tucker, and he will pick up about 4, maybe 5 yards there. Oh, man. All right, Baker under center. 2 tight end set. Single back in the backfield. Oh, trying to get a bootleg there going to the right, and that gets blown up. Baker having to throw that one incomplete to avoid a sack. All right, we got 3rd and 6. Baker in the shotgun, running back to his right. Condensed formation, 2 on each side. Baker pressured. He's going to run. He's going to pick up the first, and he slides at the 48. All right, man, moving the chains. And man, Baker is by no means the fastest quarterback in the NFL, man, but he's got a little bit of a burst to him. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 48. Baker in the shotgun, tight end running back in the backfield with him. Hands it off to White, and he picks up about a yard down to the 49. All right, 2nd and 9, ball at the 49. Baker in the shotgun, running back to his right. Looking, throws. Cade Otton with a nice catch, and he will be spun down to the 48. All right, we got 8 minutes left in this first half. The clock continues to run. 3rd and 6. This is one of the few times that we've seen the Buccaneers in Rams territory. Pressure, gets away from a sack, stays on his feet, and gets past the line to gain. Holy cow, man. 2 defenders nearly had him for a sack, was able to get loose, and then just before the first down, 2 guys from the secondary able to be right there, and Baker said, "Nah, man, I'm not sliding. We need the first down," and heck yeah, man. That was a hell of a run. Picked up 8 on 3rd and 6. Ball at the 41. Hands it off to Sean Tucker, bouncing it to the left, and he gets loose to the 35 and down after a gain of 9. 2nd and 1 coming up. Baker under center, single back in the backfield. Receiver in motion to the right, hands it off to White. He's loose to the 30, 25, down near the 20 is Rachaad White. Running in between the tackles. There you go. That's a great job there by the left guard, man. Able to move the big man out of the way there, literally just pushing him all the way to the right side, and that just left a massive hole for White to run through. All right, 1st and 10, Baker under center. Single receiver to the right side, single back in the backfield. Fakes the handoff. It's going to be an end around to Johnson. He's to the 20, to the 15, and what is he doing? He picks up 5 yards, but could have had literally probably gets the first down if he just keeps running straight. He literally ran himself into the only defender that was going to probably stop him immediately. And he had blockers in front of him. He had 3 guys blocking. Come on, man. I don't know why that bothers me so much, but it's just like, what are you doing running to the side? There's literally nobody in front of you, and you got blockers in front of you, too. It's like, just run. 2nd and 4, ball at the 14. Baker looking. Pressure. Throws, and it's caught! Johnson making up for that and catches it in the end zone with tight coverage. Tez Johnson telling me to shut up. Wow. Wow. And David, well, they proved me wrong. There you go, man. Woo. Baker favoring that left shoulder after that throw. He was kind of holding on to it. All right. McLaughlin in for this one. And there you go, man. Oh, boy. We've seen this before. A team goes up by 21 to nothing. And the next score is the opposing team bringing it down to 7-21. Just saying, man. The Eagles had a 21-0 lead early in the second quarter. Rams had the same thing. And now the Buccaneers able to shrink it down to just a 14-point deficit. But yeah, David, I mean, to be honest with you, man, if we were talking about, like, if we were betting, it wasn't a bad bet to say that they weren't going to score. They did not look good on their first couple drives. But yeah, you got it wrong. Haha. Just mess with you, man. Oh, you know what, dude? I don't think I ever did the spin move for the Eagles in Cowboys game. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Oh, man. All right, this is spin move number 2 of 3. Ready? Whoa. There we go. Also, I put new socks on today, and that was a mistake. That was a massive, massive mistake. I almost tore my ACL, man. Oh, me and Nick Bosa were about to be on the training table together, man. Holy cow. Only I can't afford to tear my ACL. That looked as good as the first one. So not good. Almost borderline unathletic, right? Also, the link I mentioned for Thursday Night Football, their schedule shows Black Friday football listed, so it may be available for free. Oh, okay. Heck yeah, that's good, man. To be honest with you, it should be, in my opinion. The NFL makes plenty of money, man. I understand, but it's like it should not be hard to watch sports. That's what I wish the other leagues would learn, but it is what it is. All right, we got 5:03 left in this half. The Rams take a knee, and they're going to get some decent field position. Yeah, man, that last drive was Baker just kind of putting his body on the line for his team. And, yeah, it's not looking good, man. He is in the blue tent. He took his helmet off right away, just kind of threw it on the ground. And he is, he's not even moving that left arm at all. It's either in a lot of pain or it just doesn't feel good when it's being moved. So, yeah, because that thing was, that arm was like by his side and it was not moving an inch as he was walking. All right, man. 1st and 10, ball at the 35. Rams. Quick throw, gets it out to Whittington, and he's good for about 3-ish yards. All right, we got 2nd and 7. Play action. Stafford over the middle finds a wide open Puka Nacua, getting it down across the 40 down to the 39. Dude, there's a lot of intensity in the way that Puka Nacua runs his routes, man. Like the guy just does not know how to slow down. 1st and 10. Stafford over the middle, and he gets it down to, who is that here? Number 15. I just don't know his name. What the heck is going on here? All right, well, I'll look up his name here in just a sec. But all right, Rams now inside the 25 down to the 24. 1st and 10. Stafford, shotgun, high snap, controls it, throws it to the right, and he's got Devontae Adams. Touchdown. Way too simple, man. That he didn't even have to break stride. Devontae with his 2nd touchdown of the night. McCollum is just being destroyed by one of the best receivers in NFL history, man. A future Hall of Famer, probably a first ballot Hall of Famer when it's all said and done. All right, well, this is definitely not the Eagles game because the Rams just don't stop scoring at this point. Kick is up, and it is good. Right down the middle. That was literally a perfect ball by Matthew Stafford. Packer Nation, throw the towel in. No, not yet. Come on. Like if this was like 5 minutes left in the game, sure, I could see that. But nah, man, it's not even halftime. All right. Do, do, do. So while we have a little bit of time, we're on a commercial break. Let's look at what we are coming into with these offenses, man. So starting with the Buccaneers on the left side over here. So they're coming in with the 15th ranked passing defense. 15th ranked passing offense, putting up a little over 220 on the year. On the ground, it's been getting. They started out really great with Bucky Irving, but since he's been out for the last, I think, 5 or 6 games, their average has gone down in the running game. They're putting up a 110 per game, good for 22nd. In terms of turnovers, not too bad actually. Obviously, they've already had one here, but only 7 turnovers coming into this game. They are one of the best offenses at not turning the ball over. And in terms of touchdowns, once again, this has been slowing down quite a bit. They started out very, very hot, man. Almost every single week, they're putting up close to 30 plus points every week. But over the last couple weeks, a little bit less. 17 passing touchdowns, 9 rushing touchdowns. They're basically smack dab in the middle in terms of putting up points in the NFL. And then finally, scoring drives. They are scoring on basically 42% of their offensive drives this year. So once again, started out a lot better. Since then, they've kind of drifted towards the middle of the pack in the NFL. We got David. If Baker isn't able to go back in, then I give Teddy Bridgewater one drive to prove that they can keep. Otherwise, it will be in dire straits. Only one drive, really? Come on. At least give him until the second half. First drive of the third quarter if Baker does not come back. That's what I say. All right. And, well, there's a miscommunication there. They muffed the kick, and it's only going to be returned to the 20. That was very, very dumb of those two players. They got to communicate a lot better. Basically, one guy was already at the spot, and then the other guy just goes right in front of him. And then the guy that basically got in front of him couldn't handle the kick. So, all right. Well, good news for Buccaneer fans. Baker is still in this game. Bad news is he's only 5 out of 11 for a couple yards and has thrown an interception already, apparently. 1st and 10. Handoff. Tucker trying to bounce it to the left and will be taken down for a loss. Clock is now going to be under 3 minutes here. Second and 10. Baker pressured, rolling out to his left, able to get it out to Sean Tucker, and he's going to be wrapped up after a gain of about 4. clock is going to be approaching the 2-minute warning here. Buccaneers likely not going to snap the ball before then. So we're going to head to the 2-minute warning here in the second, with the Buccaneers trailing 28-7 to one of the hottest offenses in the NFL. Devontae Adams, 2 touchdown catches. Matthew Stafford has already thrown 3 touchdowns in this game. Yeah, man. Let's freaking go, man. We got 4 people watching right now. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're new to the channel or just joined us, man, please leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you haven't. It's a great free way to support the channel. It helps actually a ton. Helps the video kind of get into other people's eyes. And yeah, man, the more the merrier, I've always said. And then on top of that, man, join the chat, man. We got some great people as well. And don't mind my voice. I went to a football game yesterday, and yeah, my voice is kind of going in and out just a little bit. Just a little bit. Still making it work, man. Still making it work. And Steve, is this the second blowout win this week after Seattle? Maybe. I don't know. We didn't have too many blowouts. I mean, do you consider a blowout 3 possessions or 4? Because the Seahawks didn't blow them out. They won by 6. Seahawks won 30-24 over the Titans earlier today. 3rd and 6. Baker throws it over the middle, and Chris Godwin picks up about 4 out of the 6 that they needed. And that was Cam the arm curl with a nice little tackle. I got you, David. Yeah, I think the what was the biggest loss of today was the Vikings. Packers beat them by 17. The Ravens won by 13. Browns won by 14. Falcons won by 14. And yeah, so the Packers had the biggest blowout today with a 17-point victory. Right now, the Rams are up by 21, so we'll see if they continue to kind of stretch that lead. Nice. All right, man. The Buccaneers staying on the field on 4th and 2 at their own 28. 5 receiver set. Baker alone in the shotgun. We'll see if the Rams send pressure, man. They have one of the best front sevens. They send 4, and it's incomplete. In and out of the hands of Shepard, man. The veteran receiver Sterling Shepard, former Giant, unable to haul that one in. I think Baker had a little. Again, I had to look at the. Probably had to re-look at it, but I feel like he had a little bit more time. I don't think he had to choose somebody so quickly. I mean, he hit him right in the hands though, but that it was great coverage. It was a fastball coming at him, man. That's a tough one to hold on to. All right, man. The Rams are gonna have a chance to tack on another touchdown here. 1st and 10 from the Buccaneers 28. Handoff, and it's gonna be good for a yard, maybe two there by Kyron. Vikings. Suckers. No, kidding. Yeah, that was a tough loss for the Vikings, man. Scoring just 6 points. That's not gonna do it. 2nd and 8. Quick throw. Gets it out to Puka Nakua, and he will be good for about looks like 5, maybe 6 yards. It'll be 3rd and 3 coming up. And again, goes out of bounds, stops the clock. All right, Stafford in the shotgun, running back to his left, takes the snap, throws to the right, and trying to hit Devontae on a back shoulder, and that is no good. McCullum finally able to kind of slow down this Devontae Stafford connection. All right, in is this guy's name is Mevis, like as in Beavis. All right, Mevis in for the kick. And Mevis. Sorry, anybody Beavis and Butthead fans? But yeah, Mevis is good on the kick, and the Rams able to extend this lead before the half. I was not a fan when I was younger. I've learned to appreciate them a little bit, but I've just never held them in high esteem. Yeah, it's definitely not. I wouldn't say I don't want to say highbrow because I feel like that's a little bit too of like a bougie kind of thought to it. But I think the jokes are very simple at times. It's definitely what would be considered probably like a little bit of a stoner comedy in a sense. But yeah, man. I feel like if you grew up in the '90s, man, it was tough to escape them, and not necessarily in a bad way. It was just yeah, they definitely had their moments for sure. They were a little bit of a touchstone moment in the '90s here in the United States. The SNL skit about them last year was hilarious. Ooh, actually, I feel like I've seen. I don't want to say clips. I think I've seen like still shots because they had Ryan Gosling, right? He was he was Butthead, right? Oh, okay, right on. Yeah, I'm gonna. I guess I'm gonna have to watch that skit, man. If it was funny, man, I'm gonna have to check it out. that Kurt Benkert? Let's freaking go, man. Heck yeah, man. Madden Cast streaming exclusively on Peacock. Thanks. Oh, heck yeah, man. That's awesome for Kurt, man. Kurt seems like a good dude. Also a Packer backup legend. Let's go. All right, the captain. All right, we got some planes, some satellites. All right. All right, we got 62 seconds left in this game. Buccaneers offense back on the field, and I would be very surprised if they don't try to score here before the half. All right, ball at 35. Two receivers split out to the right. Baker in the shotgun takes the snap. Looking, throws it underneath, and is able to get it out to Sterling Shepard, who picks up about 7, it looks like. Yeah, Baker still favoring that left shoulder a little bit. 2nd and 3. In the shotgun, running back to his left. Throws to the right and in and out of the hands of Cade Otton, who's been struggling to hold on to the ball tonight. Still can't believe how the Eagles players fumbled many. Oh yeah, man. Saquon fumbled. Xavier Gibson fumbled. Yeah, it was a rough second half for the Eagles, man. Dave, did the Bucs learn anything from last Sunday loss to Buffalo? Doesn't look like it, man. Does not look like it. 3rd and 3. Gets it out to, I believe that's Johnson, Tez Johnson, picking up 4 yards on 3rd and 3. Clock is going to continue to run, and I think the Buccaneers are going to use their first here. Yeah, man. Like I said, it's been a rough couple of weeks, or a rough handful of weeks for the Buccaneers, man. Trying to see here. All right, 1st and 10. Baker trying to buy some time, rolling out to the right, and gets nothing on that one. There's going to be a flag on the field. And, oh, it looks like it's going to be on the Rams here. Illegal touch. Sorry, not illegal touch. Illegal contact. Yeah, nobody's going to get arrested in this game. Sorry, it's illegal contact. I can just imagine. What happened? He touched me illegally. Oh, my goodness. So it's going to be an automatic first down. It's only 5 yards, but it's going to give Baker here the ball on the 49 of the Rams. So 1st and 10, takes the snap, rolling to his right, and he delivers. Incomplete, man. That is a heck of a defensive play by Forbes. Tez Johnson, man, nearly, if that ball is able to get to Tez Johnson, that is going off for 15 to 20 yards, if that. Yeah, there was a lot of green grass in front of Johnson. All right, 2nd and 10, 5 receiver set. Baker unable to handle the snap, and he falls on it. And I think the Buccaneers are just gonna. Oh no, they're gonna use a timeout. All right. David, LOL, Dave. I mean, technically, someone could still get arrested, and just not for that penalty. I mean, yeah, true, but it's more of the specific term that I was talking about. They use illegal contact, not illegal touch or touching. Touching also has like a weird, just a weird, just it's like oh, he's they're touching. I was like, ew. All right, 3rd and 21, back at the 40 here. So lost a lot of yardage on that bad snap. Baker pressured, steps up in the pocket, hit, and he is going to go down for a sack, loss of about 4. And so the clock is stopped at 3 seconds. I'm wondering if that's the Rams or the Bucks. Because it's 4th down. Dude, Jared Verse just bull rushing the left tackle there. Yeah, Baker never sensed the pressure. Once he stepped up, man, he just thought Verse was going to be rolling past him. Yeah, this is exactly what obviously the score is not what the Bucks wanted, but the amount of pressure on Baker Mayfield is definitely not what they wanted here, man. All right, 4th and 21. The Buccaneers buying some time and launching this one deep down the field. It's not going to get there. It's going to be picked off. And Forbes with some room. He's to the 30, to the 40, to the 50, and he's going to be taken down. And Baker Mayfield is down on one knee, favoring that left shoulder. Did he take a hit at the end of this, or is it just the... Oh, boy. All right, well, that is how this half ends. Baker is walking off the field under his own power, obviously, but very much not moving that left shoulder or left arm at all. Baker doesn't look good. Yeah, no, it's there's gonna be a there's. I mean, unless they can look and say, yeah, there's not a chance that he's gonna make it worse throughout this game. I expect to potentially see Teddy Bridgewater. Gonna go wash some dishes. Back for all right, my man. Absolutely, got to get the chores done. Absolutely. All right. All right, man. At halftime, the Rams absolutely dominating offensively, defensively, everything. Everything is coming up for the Rams. They do have a couple penalties here, but they're the least penalized team in the NFL right now. I think they're averaging less than 5 penalties per game, and yeah, they're dominating 31 to 7. Baker Mayfield dealing with a bad left shoulder, not his throwing shoulder, but it's clearly causing a lot of pain, and there's questions whether Teddy Bridgewater is going to be coming in the second half. So Just looking at if I missed anything. All right. Let's look at the stats here. So starting with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Baker 9 of 19, 41 yards, one touchdown, two interceptions. Obviously, the last one coming basically on a Hail Mary attempt. Sean Tucker, 7 carries, 29 yards, averaging a little over 4 yards. Rashad White, 4 for 20, averaging 5 yards per carry. Tez Johnson, 2 for 18. Chris Godwin, 2 for 9. And Sterling Shepard, 1 for 7. And then Matthew Stafford, holy freaking cow, man. What a freaking stat line. 19 for 23, 210 through the air, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Blake Corum, 3 for 21. Kyron Williams, 2 for 3. The fact that the Rams have not had to run the ball at all, that the passing game is just working every single time is wild to me. Puka Nacua leads the way with 5 catches for 80 yards. Devontae Adams, 4 for 52, but has 2 touchdowns in this game. Kobe Parkinson, 4 for 41 and a touchdown. And Konata Munfield, that was number 15 there. I couldn't find his name. 2 for 25 in this game, so pretty good. All right, so we got Kobe Turner and Jared Verse with a couple sacks. Kobe Durant has one of the interceptions, and Emmanuel Forbes also has the interception just before the half. The Rams are closing in on 225 yards on offense. Buccaneers are barely over 100 yards. They're 6 for 10 on third down. The Rams are 4 for 5. Baker and this offense are 0 for 2 on fourth here. And yeah, it's just a story of turnovers and a lack of execution on drives, man, for the Buccaneers. Yeah, the Rams look like a team that is they're gearing up for a playoff run, and they need to, man, because they're in probably the most competitive division right now. There's 3 teams that basically are within a game or two of not only the lead in their division, but potentially the number 1 seed. So the Rams definitely need to kind of play like this throughout November into December if they want to be able to secure not only the division title but that number 1 seed for a playoff spot and a home field advantage. All right, looking at the vote for tonight's game and who you got. It is the Rams leading the way with 67% on 6 votes. Buccaneers obviously with 33, and yeah, if we get any more votes, something tells me that that number is only going to be going down for the Buccaneers tonight. All right. All right, let's finish up talking about some of these teams here. So We talked about the Buccaneers, kind of in the middle of the pack offensively and most statistics. Unfortunately, some of those are in a downward trend over the last, I would say, month. But for the Rams, man, look at this. Putting up nearly 250 yards through the air, good for sixth. Their running game, not amazing. It's not like it was a year ago. Kyron Williams is having a lot of a tougher time being able to find space to run, but still a healthy 114 on the ground. Good for 18th. You can win. You can win playoff games. You can win Super Bowls with those kinds of numbers. We've seen that in the past where there are teams that are dead last in running the ball, but have been able to make it to the big game. So next, in terms of turnovers, really, really solid. I've only turned the ball over 8 times this season, including just 2 interceptions, and that has not changed tonight. Good for seventh in the NFL. In terms of touchdowns, look at this: 35 touchdowns through the first basically 10 games of the year. 27 passes. That's gone up. They're at 30 now with the 3 that Matthew Stafford has thrown tonight, and that is good for fourth in the NFL. And then finally, in terms of scoring offense, what percentage are they scoring on their drives? So right now they're at 42.5% on every drive that they've run, scoring some type of points. There's that. Bam. And then finally, looking at the defenses here, um, starting with the Buccaneers right here, they are giving up 242 through the air. Right now, they are on pace to give up nearly a little over 400 yards to Matthew Stafford in this offense tonight. Something tells me Stafford is probably going to be being pulled at some point if the Buccaneers don't make this any more interesting. They're giving up a little over 100 yards, basically almost exactly 100 through on the ground. Good for 10th. And then in terms of turnovers, right now 16 turnovers throughout the season. Before this game, they have obviously picked up a couple more. That is good for fifth in the NFL. And then in terms of touchdowns that they have given up, that's where they have struggled, man. They are giving up chunk plays, man, and it's mostly through the air. See, giving up 16 passes, but once they get inside the 10, man, teams have been able to run the ball. Their red zone defense, not great, to be honest with you. And then finally, the Rams, they are giving up. They're putting just 19% of pressure on opposing quarterbacks. Once again, the pressure stat includes sacks, hurries, and hits on the quarterback, and they are just ranking 22nd in the NFL. And then finally, with the Rams over here defensively, giving up 222 through the air. So it's surprising that Baker and this offense have not been able to really get the ball down the field. That has changed over the last couple weeks. So still ranked 21st, so something to look out for throughout the season. As the season winds down, we'll see if that improves for the Rams. And then for them, they are actually giving up basically the same amount as the Rams. They are just giving up 0.3 more yards. So they are ranked 11th right next to the Buccaneers. In terms of turnovers that they have been able to force, 18 turnovers, man. That is the best, second best in the NFL. 10 interceptions, man. That is a wild stat. And once again, they have racked up a few more of those tonight. And then finally, touchdowns, only 16 touchdowns given up defensively for the Rams. That is the best mark in the NFL. Only 4 rushing touchdowns, man. I think there's only one other team that has given up less. That might be the Patriots, and I think they might have actually given up a couple runs today. So we'll see if that mark next week is still the best. And then finally, the Rams with the 7th best pressure on opposing quarterbacks this season, being able to pressure them on 24% of dropbacks this season. So a heck of a defense, and once again, that number has also gone up. as Baker has just been running for his life for about, it seems like 50% of the dropbacks. So hopefully those numbers, those stats, hopefully they kind of give you a better picture of one, what we should expect and why maybe certain things are happening tonight. All right, looks like the third quarter is about to get underway, man. Let's freaking go. Let's go. Yeah, right now Matthew Stafford 8 of 9 for when passes are traveling 10 or more yards. Wild. So Baker has not been ruled out for the second half, but there's a chance we will see Teddy Bridgewater. But before then, the Rams will get the ball to start the second half. And he's going to be taken down, looks like inside the 20, but there is a flag. Oh, it's a false start on. So a false start on the Buccaneers. So yeah, the 31 points that the Rams have put up in the first half, that is the most that they have put up since 2022 when Baker Mayfield was the starting quarterback for the Rams that year. All right. First and 10. Handoff up the middle. Kyron Williams picking up some decent yardage, and he'll get it down near the 47, it looks like. And David back. Guess who's back, 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 back again. David's back. Tell a friend. I'm not going to do the whole thing, but you got it. You got it. You got it. Welcome back, my dude. How were the dishes? Did you finish them? Tell the truth. And it looks like we have a Buccaneers player down on the ground here. So all right, they're going to a commercial break. And we'll see if I can find an update on Baker Mayfield here. All right. This is from Ian Rappaport. Baker Mayfield, who hit the turf in pain right before the half, is doubtful to return with a left shoulder injury. There it is. So Teddy Bridgewater is going to be coming in for this game and likely will be the starting quarterback for the remainder of this game. I didn't get all of them done. There is a leftover container in the sink, and a few of my wife may have put it in the dishwasher. Oh, okay. All good. Now, to be honest with you, I got a pan that I gotta wash. That's the one thing I gotta wash. That's still there. I'm gonna make some brownies this week. Also, David, do you like doing dishes, man? To be honest with you, the thought of doing dishes is like I don't want to do them, but once you do them, man, once you're in it, it's very soothing in a way. As long as there's like no like gross mold or anything like that, it feels good. It feels good to clean things, man. It's very peaceful. You get some music going on too. All right, so 2nd and 3 coming up here. Ball at the 47. Stafford in the shotgun, running back to his right. Devontae Adams alone to the right side. Over the middle, and that is going to be a catch by Puka Nakua down to the 47 of Tampa Bay. Picks up 6 yards. I did dishwashing for a restaurant for 6 months in high school. I don't mind. Besides, wife cooks. I wash dishes. That's fair. That's a good trade off. That's a good trade off. 1st and 10. Ball officially at the 46. Stafford hands it off to Kyron Williams, and he muscles his way down to the 40, so a pickup of 6 yards. All right. 2nd and 4. Stafford in the shotgun, running back to his left. Single receiver to that left side as well. Tampa showing pressure. They only send 4. And it's caught and in and out of the hands of Devontae Adams, who, I mean, dude, that is a whoo. That's one he's going to want it back there. And that was, I believe, Nathan Parrish on the coverage, working against a future Hall of Famer there. Parrish, a rookie as well. All right. 3rd and 4. Ball at the 40. Stafford alone in the shotgun. Pressure from the left side, and Puka Nakua unable to hold on to it. But there's a flag, and it might be on Vildor. Oh, no. It's a false start on the Rams, so that'll likely be declined. Let me see here. Captain, apparently Baker Mayfield's wife is expecting a second baby soon. Oh, heck yeah, man. Congrats to the Mayfields, man. Look at that, man. A second baby. Basically, a built in best friend for the first one. 4th and 4. Rams are going for it, man. Their offense hasn't really been slowed down. Stafford running, and he's tripping, and he throws it away. Turnover on downs by the Rams for the first time tonight. Wow, dude. And the pressure by Yaya Diaby, the left guard, just never in a position to even slow him down. Stafford tried to run, but then his legs, the guy's what, 39, 40 years old, man. Those knees, they don't move as quickly as they used to. And there he is. Look at that, man. Teddy two gloves. Oh, they're going back. Okay. So they're getting Stafford for intentional grounding, but it was going to be declined anyway. So, all right. So wait, if it's intentional grounding on fourth down, it would still be a penalty, but then they still lose the down. So actually, the Buccaneers should actually be getting the ball. What is that? Was I always forget intentional grounding. Is it 10 or 15 yards that they get? Either way, the Buccaneers should be getting the ball further down the field offensively. All right, so they're actually going to get the Buccaneers are going to get the ball at the 48 here, so picking up a decent chunk because of the penalty. Let me see here. David, I thought intentional grounding was spot. Spot? All right, run up the middle. Sean Tucker able to get it just past the 45 down near the 44 of the Rams. Second and 7. Teddy Bridgewater under center here. Hands it off again to Tucker, and he's going to fight his way down near the 40 for a pickup of about 4 or 5 yards. Third down coming up. Oh, hold up. Hey, there we go. Buccaneers with the ball. All right. Teddy in the shotgun, running back to his right. Hands it off to Rashad White, and he picks up about 5 or 6 yards there, getting a first down. All right. Tampa, first and 10, ball at the 35. Bridgewater under center, hands it off, and White taken down for a loss. Landman bringing them down for a loss of about 2 or 3 there. Oh, yep. Offensive lineman just whiffing on that tackle or on that block. Second and 12, ball back at the 38-yard line. Bridgewater in the shotgun, takes the snap, looks, throws, and whoo! That was a freaking dart right over the middle of the field, getting it to Tez Johnson. Picks up 11 yards, third and 1 coming up. And Emmanuel Forbes, man. Oh, is that a catch? Ball's a little loose. I think the Rams might have thrown the challenge flag here. And, they're not even going to. So, replay assistant actually called in and they're saying it's incomplete. So, Tez unable to hold on to it with making contact with the ground. We got 3rd and 12 here. Baker. Bridgewater in the shotgun, running back to his right. Rams showing a lot of pressure. They send 5. Teddy, 2 gloves, running for his life. Gets out of a sack and spins his way for a gain of only about 6 yards, maybe. Unable to find anybody down the field. I mean, if I'm the Buccaneers, I go for it. You're down 24 to nothing, 24 points here, and your defense has shown very little in the way of slowing this Rams defense outside of that previous play. On the previous drive, I should say. All right, let me see here. Backer Nation, next Sunday night won't be any better. We have the Commanders versus Broncos. Oof. And then David, go Commies. Throws it over the middle, and K-Dot stays on his feet to the 20. And that's a first down for the Buccaneers. K-Dot able to hold on to this one. Might be his 2nd catch of the night. Yep. Yeah, so next week, if you haven't seen the post, I will not be here on Sunday, next Sunday, the 30th. But we still have 3 games for Thanksgiving, 1 game on Black Friday, and then a game on Monday. And it's going to be a run to the right, and Tucker picks up about a yard or so. Not going to lie, I was actually looking forward to doing 8 streams next week, but you got to spend time with the family, man. Otherwise, people get weird. Friends or family, man. You gotta have one or both. Otherwise, life is just no fun without that, man. All right, we got 2nd and 8. Ball at the 18. Bridgewater in the shotgun, running back to his right. Takes the snap. A little bit of pressure. Lofts one to the left, and that goes incomplete. Teddy is looking for a flag. Not going to get one. Sterling Sharp was the intended target. All right. Player Puna Ford, more like Spoona Ford. Ooh. He's a big guy. He is a big guy. Bridgewater throws, and that's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to the rookie, Mika Abuka. And Emmanuel Forbes making another play on the ball. Already has the interception. Basically the last throw that we saw Baker make in this game right before the half. All right, we got another 4th down coming up for the Buccaneers, man. The fact that they've basically been going for it on 4th down since the 2nd quarter is wild. Bridgewater looking, and down he goes. Tripped up, I think, by his own offensive lineman that was pushed into him. And Kobe Turner, man, gets another freaking sack. Yep. Oh, no. Kobe actually just grabbed him by the shoelaces. Literally a shoelace tackle by Kobe Turner. Heck yeah, man. So the Buccaneers get nothing on this drive. Let's go, man. We got 4 people watching this game. Let's go. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. If you're new to the channel or you just joined us, please leave a like on the video. Helps the video a ton. And subscribe if you haven't. It's a great free way to support us, man. Thank you. All right, we're on a commercial break. We're waiting for the Rams to basically come back onto the field here offensively. It's been a rough freaking game for the Buccaneers, man. I was not expecting a blowout. Like I said, the only thing that I was saying, if there is a blowout, that means that the Rams front seven is getting pressure on Baker Mayfield and this Buccaneers offense, and that's what's happened. All right, we got 1st and 10. Stafford dropping back deep, deep, deep. Finds Puka Nakua, who keeps fighting for yardage, and he will be close to a first down. Puka nearly did the splits trying to fight for extra yardage. All right, we got 1st and 10. Ball at the 37-yard line. Stafford under center. Play action. Throws to the right. And, Whittington able to break a couple tackles. He's still loose. Gets a first down and down to the 49 of Tampa Bay. Picks up about 14 there. It's really cool to see Whittington just run around, man. The dreads are just like, like, like little tentacles, man, just all over the place. It's like watching a predator run. Just 1st and 10, and that play did not work out there for Blake Corum, man. Immediately met in the backfield, kept going backwards to try to find more space, and just ended up losing more yards than he probably should have. Dave, do you have a list of all the nickname players we have accounted for? Um, I think they're written down, but they're all like on different like pieces of paper that I've used throughout the last 2 years. I should probably consolidate them. Actually, it's actually pretty. It's a good idea. 2nd and 16, and woo, and that was Allen, the backup tight end, barely able to hold on to that pass. Picked up about five-ish yards. Yeah, because what was the one that we always used to say? Van down by the River Jefferson. Fortunately, he plays for Tennessee, so we haven't really had him on the channel. and he's not playing really well either. So actually, nobody is really playing well on that Titans offense. To be fair, 3rd and 8. Stafford dropping back, throws to the right, and that'll be incomplete. Matthew Stafford pointing to himself. Sean McVay is not happy, man. Him and Stafford kind of yelling at each other just a little bit. I think they're just frustrated that all of a sudden they can't. They were able to put up a bunch of points in the first half. Now they haven't scored anything so far here in the third. And it's going to be fair caught at the 8-yard line. Van down by the River Jefferson. Scary Terry. Scary Terry. But to be fair, Scary Terry was there before we made it. To be fair. I'm trying to think of nicknames that we have created on the channel. Though Scary Terry is a really good nickname. I don't think we can take credit for it though. I don't know. Has it been patented? We can patent it. We can make some money off of this, man. Let's go. Hold on. Let me buy the trademark here real quick. Oh man, it's already somebody already has it. Dang it. Never mind. Let me see here. I'm not gonna lie, Spoona Ford is pretty good, man. I like that. Yeah, honestly, I would have to see the players' names because I keep on forgetting. Oh, Rico Dowdle, Uncle Rico. Uncle Rico. Right. So Baker's left arm is in a sling. I just saw on the sidelines here. So, all right. 1st and 10 for the Buccaneers. They're going to try to see if they can get someone going here. Deep in their own territory, run up the middle, and that's going to be a gain of 3 down to the 11. Yeah, man, I'm struggling to remember the again. I need the teams or the player his name. Then I can be like, oh yeah, that's you know. All right, 2nd and 6. Gets it out to Cade Otton for a gain of about 4, setting up a 3rd and 2, maybe a 3rd and 3. All right, the Rams send out their pass rushers there. Rams showing pressure with 6 on the line. They send all 6, able to get it out to K. Dotton, and he may have picked up only about a yard or two. That was Cam Curl, man, bringing the hammer down on a big tight end. Steve, what was the most unexpected thing this season right now for you, Dave? Colts or Bears performance? Um, I mean, I guess I would say the Bears. If you would have told me that they would have already had 8 wins and they would be leading the NFC North and potentially being towards the top of the NFC, I would have been like, yeah, right. So yeah, I would say that like the Colts don't surprise me too much because they've been drafting pretty well, especially their offensive line. They really have retooled that. Jonathan Taylor is, in my opinion, arguably the best back in the NFL, if not for sure top 3. And he's been like that for, I would say, the last 4 years. Colts defense was improving year to year, and I'm not surprised that they have taken a little bit of a leap in terms of quality. Though we'll see if they can continue to play like that into December and January. But yeah, the Bears are surprising just because they still don't look incredible, but they're winning, and there's a chance that'll eventually run out. You know, but and until their season is done, man. Right now, all you have to say is that their record is one of the best in the NFL. Hopefully that changes over the next couple weeks. Hopefully the Packers can tack on a couple losses onto that loss column for the Chicago Bears. But yeah, but what about you, Steve? What's been your biggest surprise? And that's a question for anybody as well. What's been the biggest surprise so far this season for you? Trying to think. I guess the commies basically being out of the playoff race. Oh, like they've been out of the playoff race. I feel like the last like 2 weeks ever since Jaden Daniels went out. But um, like I had a feeling that defense was not going to play well. Man, they did not play great in the during the playoffs. Man, they held. They were making turnovers, but they did not look like a team that was like a a very good defense. They just looked like a team that was taking advantage of opportunities, which still counts. But yeah, man, it was not too surprising to see that defense just kind of fall apart. But then once Jaden Daniels went down, man, it was tough. All right. So looks like we're back here. Boom, boom, boom. First and 10. Looks, throws to the left, and nearly overthrows Devontae Adams. But Adams able to haul that one in, man. Oh, it's actually a penalty. And oh, there it is. The center got beat. Shelton just holding on to Vita Vea for dear life. And that unfortunately wipes away an incredible freaking catch by Devontae Adams. All right, so first and 20 back at the 26 there after the penalty. And it's going to be a throw to the tight end. He's got some room to the 30, 35, and down near the 40-yard line, and that's a pickup of 14 yards. And they basically picked up a good chunk of the the penalty yards. Actually, they picked up more than what they were penalized. So 2nd and 16. It looks like they're going to be 2nd and 5. Sorry, coming up. David, the Commanders' fall is pretty surprising. Yeah, especially because of that offense, man. Like once they picked up Debo Samuel, it looked like they were going to be good. Devontae with a catch across the field, and we have a flag somewhere kind of in the secondary. It looks like it's going to be on Tampa. Likely will be declined. And the result of the play is a first down. Devontae Adams getting that catch back. And Steve, I think it is the Bears because the way they win looks like miracles. I would agree, man. To be fair, man, they've been putting themselves in positions to win games late, man. That's the mark of an improving team, and they're relatively young. New head coach, 2nd-year quarterback. A lot of those players have not been on the offense, and Kyron stumbling, and he's gonna be he just trips over the over the turf there, and I think he picked up about 8 or 9 there. But yeah, going back to David, man, yeah, it was. Don't be wrong, I was surprised. I thought the Commanders would be. I thought they would be relatively close to their same record. I just thought the defense would be exploited more. But yeah, even when Jaden Daniels was healthy, man, this team struggled on offense. And 2nd and 1, and there's a flag here. This is going to be the end of the third, but we'll see what the flag is. Yeah, and I think part of the struggles for the Commanders has been injuries. Like Terry McLaurin wasn't healthy for a bit. Then Debo Samuel got hurt when Terry came back. They rarely ever had both of those guys healthy at the same time with Jaden Daniels. And then on top of that, Moret, who was looking great the first couple of weeks of the season, and then it just fell off, man. It just did not work anymore. And once the running game really was not working, the passing game was inconsistent, and everything was just beginning to kind of fall a little bit, fall apart. But anyway, all right, we're going to head to the fourth here in Los Angeles, California. Yeah, something to look out for over the next week is that injury to Baker Mayfield. The fact that it's in a sling is concerning. Maybe they're being cautious, but that's usually not. Like there has to be something that's either potentially a collarbone or a possible like joint in that left shoulder, which it's not his throwing shoulder, but still you need the full range to be able to throw the ball. That you need to be able to move that left arm. Otherwise, it just feels like there's like a weight on that left side, and it's gonna throw you off. looks like we're coming back from the commercial break. All right. Run up the middle, 2nd and 1, and Kyron Williams picks up 3 yards and a first down for LA. Looks like the Rams are going to try to put an end to this one here, man. They did not score any points. Actually, neither team scored any points in the third. And the Rams are nearing field goal range here. I think they're around the 37. Yep. Stafford in the shotgun, running back behind him. He's got a single receiver on that left side. Run by Williams, and he'll get it down to the 34. Gain of 3. Yeah, Stafford has had a night, man. He's his MVP consideration has only gotten stronger after tonight. Play action. Trying to throw, and he's going to just throw it away. Could not find anybody down the field. Puka may have been open, but nothing. We got 3rd and 7 coming up here. All right, 3rd and 7. Stafford in the shotgun, running back to his right. 2 receivers split out to the right side. Throws it, and in and out of the hands of Parkinson, it looks like. Or actually, I don't know who was that. That was the rookie, Terrence Ferguson. Yeah, hit him right in the hands. That ball was a little bit towards the sideline, but I think the Stafford was trying not to get picked off on that one. So, all right. Levis in for this 52-yarder. Kick is up, and there we go. Our first points of the second half. And Levis able to extend this lead for LA. And we got 13:35 left in the game. 27-point lead for the Rams. Sorry, I just saw the a nickname for Mavis here, the Thicker Kicker. That is, and thicker is spelled with 2 C's. That's hilarious. You know, it's not as good as Dicker the Kicker, but Thicker the Kicker, or the Thicker Kicker is it's a pretty good nickname. I like that. Yeah, I think this might be the final drive or that we see Matthew Stafford. I'm expecting Jimmy Garoppolo for the rest of the game here for the Rams, unless the Buccaneers score a touchdown. All right, David. Dave, do you have a spin move left in to do? Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. All right, we'll do it here. All right, actually, we'll do it now, man. We'll do it now. All right. All right. The kick was into the end zone, and it was touched back. It was a touchback for the Buccaneers. Oh, hold up. Hold up. Hey. All right. I'm a professional here, all right? Oh, man. All right, I've been sitting for a while. The body's a little stiff. The body's a little stiff. There we go. All right. Bridgewater in the shotgun, 5 receiver set. Look at that, man. Boom. First and 10, throws to the right and incomplete. Trying to get it to the rookie, Emeka Abuka. Oh, man. How was that? How was that? Give it a grade. Give it a grade. Jesus, man. Aaron Donald is a freaking freak of a human being. Nobody should be that big and that muscular. It's unnatural. Second and 10. Ball at 35. Bridgewater looking, pressure, throws, and incomplete. Third and 10 coming up. That one was smooth. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm not gonna lie, that felt like the best one. Felt like the most controlled, but still good velocity. You know, I feel like if I hit somebody with that on the field, I might have picked up an extra yard, maybe 2. All right, we got 3rd and 10. Bridgewater pressured, trying to escape, and he goes down for a sack back at the 25. And Jesus, dude, this Rams front 7, that is a Byron Young with a sack. There is a flag though. Oh, it's a holding penalty, and that'll wipe away the sack. It's on number 30, Wallace. It's only a 5-yard penalty, but it'll be an automatic first down. Oh, yeah. So, first and 10, ball at the 40. Bridgewater in the shotgun, running back to his right. 3 receivers split out to the right side. Orbit motion. And it's going to be a handoff to White. He's picking up the first down and a lot more. And that is going to be good for about 15 or 16 yards there before going out of bounds. Sean McVay nearly got taken out on that one. First and 10. Bridgewater running to his right. He's going to throw. There's a flag in the backfield. Probably going to be holding. Yep. So that'll move him back 10 yards, and that'll be 1st and 20 coming up here. Yeah, the fact that Sean McVay doesn't turn 40 until what, like another couple months, dude? I'm trying to remember how old he was when he became the head coach. He was, what, like 29? It's insane. 1st and 10. Quick throw to the outside, and that'll pick up 2 yards. There's Sterling Shepard. All right, 2nd and 18. Ball at the 47 here. Bridgewater in the shotgun, takes the snap, throws it over the middle, finds his man to the 30, 25, and stays on his feet down to the 20. And Mika Abuka, the rookie, with a nice, I can't tell if that was like a post or a deep crosser. Let me see here. Because it was deep down the field. That is a deep crosser there. Caught that smooth too, man. In stride. Picked up a good chunk of yardage after the catch. Yeah, Sean McVay was 30 years old when he got hired as the head coach back in 2017. 1st and 10. Bridgewater throwing this one, and that is out of bounds. Sean Tucker unable to keep the toes in. All right, 2nd and 10, ball at the 20 here. Quick throw to the outside. Tez Johnson, and he finds a little bit of room before going out of bounds. Picked up maybe 3 or 4. All right, 3rd and 7. 2 backs in the backfield with Bridgewater in the shotgun. Pressure immediate. Sets up a screen. Rachaad White, and he gets taken down despite having 2 blockers for 1 defensive player. Only picks up about 3, maybe 4. Sets up a 4th and short. All right, 4th and 3, 5 receiver set, 3 to the right, tight end in the slot to that right side. Rams send 4. Bridgewater running, and he gets sacked. I don't know why he decided to run. He had a perfectly clean pocket. Oh, man. That is Jared Verse bringing him down. All right. Turnover on downs, and doesn't look like the Buccaneers are going to be scoring any more points here tonight, unfortunately. Yeah, I wonder how many sacks Burst has, man, because he's been going up against Tristan Wirfs, who is trying to see how many times has he been a Pro Bowler. It's been 2 or 3 times. He hasn't been in the league for super long, but he's been a really good dang tackle for a long freaking time. Let me see here. Hold up. Hold up. Yeah, Tristan Wirfs. First round pick back in 2020. Super Bowl champion. 2-time first team All Pro. Second team All Pro. 4-time Pro Bowler. Yeah, and Tristan Wirfs is getting his butt whooped tonight, man. Jerry the Verse, you say there has to be a nickname related to either songs or the Bible. Let me see here. Oh, here. Yeah, well, all right. Um, and the Lord said, "Sack unto you." Verse 8, verse 8. Oh, man, I'm trying to think of the terminology for a Bible verse. Anyway, verse 8, chapter 69. That's what I was going to say. Maybe that's a little sacrilegious for some people. I don't know. Also, nickname, that's not a nickname. That's more of just a joke, to be honest with you. First and 10. And it's going to be a run to the left, and Blake Corum picks up maybe a yard. Oh, we still have Matthew Stafford in here, up by 27 with what looks like about 9:15 left. It'd be book of. Oh, okay, gotcha. My bad. So, book of Jared, chapter 69, verse 8. Sorry, it's been a while since I read the Bible. My bad. It's going to be a run up the middle, and Blake Corum picks up about another yard, maybe 2. All right, we got 3rd and 8. Stafford in the shotgun handoff to Kyron Williams, and he's going to pick up maybe the first down. It's going to be very close. I think they're going to mark him half a yard shy. All right, and the Rams are actually going to punt this one on 4th and inches. Well, that's kind of boring. First off, it wasn't even a great punt. And second of all, come on, man. Rams, come on. Really wants to see a punt. Yeah, I'm still trying to think, man. I'm trying to think of a nickname because we got the joke down. We got the joke down now. Just trying to think of the name now. Mm, I don't know. We'll workshop this, man. Next time. Next time we have the Rams, I will have a nickname. Yeah, Jared Verse second sack for tonight. And Kobe Turner also has 2 sacks, man. Dang. Um, Here, how about this? Jared Coldverse. I don't know. What do you think? At this point, there's not much something. There's not a whole lot of interesting stuff going on in the game, so we're workshopping nicknames at this point. All right, Teddy Bridgewater hands it off, and that gets blown up. No gain on that one. All right, 2nd and 10, ball at the 47 of the Rams. And Bridgewater running, just throw it away. Oh, he flips it out and nearly gets picked off. Literally a underhand flip that traveled like 20 yards in the air and nearly got picked off. And Teddy doesn't move as much as he used to, huh, man? He doesn't use it. He doesn't have that speed that he did when he was a little bit younger. Trust me, he was never Lamar, but still, when he was younger, man. He could make some yardage with his legs. Now, 3rd and 10, ball at the 48. Quick throw, gets it out to, it looks like Shepard or Johnson. I'm trying to figure out the number here. That's Shepard. And he picks up 3 yards to the 45. Different direction, Jared Converse. Hmm. Okay. All right. All right. That's definitely on par with my suggestion. So, all right. All right. We'll workshop this. We'll figure it out. Even if I have to use AI to figure this out. And, ooh, punt goes into the end zone there. All right, these teams just trading punts. Oh, dang it, dude. This game turned into not what I was hoping for. Come on. The only good thing is the games this today were great. The Packers obviously won with a blowout, but that's fun for Packer fans, so that's not a boring day for me. And then the Eagles and the Cowboys gave us arguably one of the better games that we had in a while for sure. Definitely unexpected, given the score at one point. Don't you dare use AI. No, I'm just joking, man. I've never used AI. And it's going to be a run by Kyron Williams and picks up about 8 or 9. No, man. I'm good without the AI. Yeah, trust me. Don't get me wrong. There's some people that use it, like, as you can tell by, if you look at all the scoreboards, those are handmade, man. Every single week. I don't even like copy and paste it. Like, it's every single one of them is unique. The color is always different. The where it shades is always different. Yeah, I like to do the work, man. It's fun. It really, really is. All right, 2nd and 2, and Kyron picks up 3 or 4 there actually, and that's a first down for the Rams, keeping it going, moving the chains. All right, so the Rams are basically going to win this game, so they'll be moving to 9-2. That'll be a game ahead of Seattle. I think the Rams have the tiebreaker, and then San Francisco 7-4. So 2 games behind the Rams. So the Rams, kind of moving ahead a little bit, just a little bit. All right, let's see here. The Rams have a loss in the division. I'm just trying to see who that is, too. It's going to be Williams with a handoff, and he's going to lose a good chunk of yardage. Loses about 4 or 5 there on the carry. The 49ers beat him. And then the Rams came back and beat the 49ers a couple weeks ago, early this month. All right, they beat the Seahawks last week, 21-19. And they play the Cardinals twice. And then they play the Seahawks one more time in mid-December. All right, 2nd and 15. And a good run there by Kyron Williams. Picks up about 7 or 8. Ooh. Gesundheit. All right, let's look forward to, so the Rams next week they go up against the Panthers. That should be a good, potentially good matchup. The Rams probably will win that one. Then they go up against the Cardinals, the Lions, the Seahawks, the Falcons, and the Cardinals to finish out the year. And Williams just kind of falls over. So just keeping the clock rolling, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Chris Collinsworth getting a cake. I want a cake. What the heck, man? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right. Rams punting this one away after the 2-minute warning. And it's going to be a decent return, getting it down near the, looks like the 29. All right, well, the top spot for the biggest blowout for today is no longer going to be the Packers. It'll be the Rams with a 27-point lead here, unless the Buccaneers are able to tack on a touchdown before this game ends. Holy cow, man. We still got 4 people watching. You guys are the best. I appreciate you. It's going to be a run up the middle, and looks like that's going to pick up only about 2 or 3 yards. Let me see here. Captain Baker Mayfield is out, Dave, with a shoulder injury. 100%, man. Yeah. Fortunately, after the first half, man, he did not come back into this game. It's been Teddy Bridgewater the whole second half, and it has not looked any better, to be honest with you. 2nd and 9. Another handoff. This one to the backup right, and he gets nothing. And we're probably going to take one more snap/run, and that'll be the end of it here. Less than 40 seconds left. Once again, I think the Buccaneers are just going to run the ball. They're in the shotgun. Bridgewater in the shotgun, running back to his right. Hands it off to the backup, and the right picks up about 5 yards. So 4th and 3 coming up. All right. That's it, man. An unfortunately uneventful second half. We only got a single field goal after 38 combined points in the first. Baker Mayfield injured his shoulder, I would say, late in the first, if not early in the second. And it only seemed to get worse and worse until he finally just kind of tried to chuck up a Hail Mary before the half and just crumbled to the ground in pain. And then after that, just couldn't come back. His arm is in a sling. The Rams jumped out to an impressive 21-0 lead. Buccaneers were able to respond with a touchdown, but after that, the Rams able to just score 13 unanswered points, including just 3 points in the second half, to close this one out with a 27-point victory over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are going to now drop to 6-5 on the year. And the Rams have the best record in the NFC now with a Eagles loss today. They have the top spot in the NFC for right now. Let's go. Let me see, Captain. At least the Bucs will have a good game next week. Maybe, man. It depends if Baker is able to play. Because for right now, Teddy Bridgewater did not instill any confidence. Bus home next week versus Carolina. Carolina. Are they not flying? I would. Oh, man, that's still a far drive, man. That's at least what, 5-6 hours? Ooh. All right, Steve. Which team will Green Bay play next? They play the Detroit Lions on Thanksgiving. So, yeah, in just about 4 days. They will play again on Thursday. So yeah, we will be streaming that game again on Thursday. So we're gonna do tomorrow, Monday night, and then for the next week we will be doing 3 games on Thanksgiving. So if you have a little bit of time, join us. I will be. I will have some chicken and mashed potatoes. I'll have all the fixings on my side here. I'll probably get it from some local restaurant if they're open. And then yeah, so I will be kind of eating in the stream. I obviously will not try to chew near the microphone on anything, but it's Thanksgiving. You gotta have some food. Um, so yeah, 3 games on Thursday. We will be streaming the Friday Black Friday game that'll be on Prime. So look out for that one. There's gonna be no game next Sunday. So sorry about that, guys, but I will be spending time with my family. We'll be doing our Thanksgiving, so and then I will be back to finish off that week for Monday night. So, yeah. Cardinals are away and they fly via private jet. Ooh. I wonder if they have peanuts, man. Whatever happened to the peanuts on planes, man? I know there's like food allergies, but I feel like food allergies existed before then. And I don't know why, man. I don't know if it was because I was a kid or maybe it was cool, but the peanuts on flights, man, were just the best peanuts you could have. Is it? Am I crazy? I don't know. Like, let me know your experience with peanuts on flights, man. They always tasted the best. I don't know if it was the altitude or what they were putting them in. I don't know. I miss those, man. All right. David, I will try to stop by a little, but I have football, then lunch, then. Oh, yeah, no. Trust me, guys. You guys are all good. No. Even if you literally just pop in once and say hi and that's it, I appreciate you. But yeah. But if you have a little bit of time, like I know not everybody will be with their family on Thanksgiving, but so if you want to hang out, awesome. I'll be here. We'll chat about anything. We'll chat about what we're eating, what your plans are. We'll chat about anything like we always do. So, but trust me, man, if you guys are spending time with your family, please don't hesitate to do that, man. Like that's vital, man. That's vital. So if I don't see you guys on Thursday, I hope your Thanksgiving is amazing. Hopefully you guys have every food that you can want and you get to have some great memories with some friends and family, man. And if you're working on Thanksgiving, hopefully you're getting that extra time and a half or more if you are. And I hope that check is massive. So thank you so much, guys. I'm trying to think here. Trying to make sure I don't forget anything before tomorrow. Yeah, man. I think that'll be it for tonight. So honestly, I wish the Eagles and the Cowboys would have flipped. I wish they would have been put into prime time. I think that would have been a great way to end Sunday. But you know what? At least we got 40 points here, so we'll take it. Look who beat the Cardinals' butts earlier today in OT. Just got a point, man. You got a point. And Steve, yeah, I think Detroit will win, but I hope Green Bay do it. How dare you, sir? How dare you? No, that's fair. No, honestly, I think the Packers they match up well with what Detroit's doing, and right now Detroit, they're struggling, man. They're putting up yards with Jameer Gibbs and St. Brown, but their defense, man, is kind of falling off a little bit. We'll see if they can get back to it. They'll be at home. It's Thanksgiving. It's always anytime Green Bay and Detroit play on Thanksgiving, man. It's always an unexpected result, man. Whether not necessarily who wins, it's just the way that they play, man. It's very unexpected. So hopefully that is going to be what we get. Hopefully it's an exciting game, and hopefully the Packers can keep it rolling, man. Right now the Packers are 2-0 in the division, and they got 4 more games to go. They got Detroit, they got to play the Vikings again, and they got to play Chicago twice. So hopefully the Packers can have a great next 2 games, because that'll put them in great position to win the division and keeping it going. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much, man. Shout out to all of you guys, David, Steve, Captain Mickey Mouse. You were here throughout this day, man. I appreciate you. Shout out to Dakota Martin, brother. Please, please keep fighting, man. I hope. Um, I don't know, man. I just hope we get to see you one more time, brother, or a couple times actually. So, yeah, man, keep fighting, brother. We appreciate you. You're in our thoughts, and we love you, man. All right. And shout out to Dakota's wife as well, man. Thank you for popping in here and giving us an update. And yeah, go Bears, man. It hurts to say, but go Bears. For you, Dakota. For you, man. All right. Shout out Seastrom as well. Shout out Packer Nation 12. You guys were out throughout this day, man. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to Dahlia as well. And I think that's it, man. I'm not missing anybody. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, guys. I will catch you guys tomorrow for the end of week 12. We're getting there, man. We're getting towards the playoffs, man. Holy cow. All right. My name is Dave, and I am not a coach. Thank you so much.